Hey guys, Ryan here. Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are enjoying this format that I'm doing right now. This is actually the first video I've done it in a while, but I've done it before, where I just put images over the screen and you don't even see me. I'm going to be doing that for the next few videos. So in this video, we're going to be talking about The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 16, Opening Minutes. And the coming video, in the next, it'll either be up tonight or tomorrow. At the latest, the day after, but I don't think it'll be that late, because obviously we're all in quarantine and can't go anywhere, so I have plenty of time to edit. So I just want to explain the reason I like doing these videos, especially right now, is because it just gives me something else to do, to edit and stuff. That gives me something to do, except for just, hitting upload. It gives me a little bit extra stuff to edit, so it's a little bit more work, and it takes up more of my time, because obviously I don't have a lot to do right now. So it's basically what I've been doing is sort of interacting with everybody on social media, and then watching Walking Dead. Obviously, I've been reading a little bit, but right now I want to talk about the new opening minutes. I really cannot believe that they actually put this out there. They actually put Maggie's first scene. It's got to be her first scene. I don't know why anything would come before that. This is definitely Maggie's first scene, where she comes back and she sees, or she opens this like little place that they had, and it has all these letters, and she opens one of them, and it must have been like the first one that they wrote to her, or no, maybe not. I don't know if they were writing to her before the Pikes happened, but either way, it was after, and it was that Tara, Jesus, Enid, and Henry were dead. She wrote, because obviously none of the other people really matter because they're not main characters, but yeah. So she wrote this to Maggie, and Maggie finds it, as we see in the sneak peek. But, Matt, that's at the end, so I'm going to talk about what happened before and at the very beginning. So, it's chaos. Everybody's just running everywhere trying to get ready because the horde is there at the hospital. I really like that they chose to do a different location than Alexandria. Obviously, I wouldn't complain if they did do it in Alexandria, but it's cool to see them mix it up a little bit. I think they're going to do more with it, with the location, so that might be one of the reasons why they switch locations. I'm not positive on that, but that could be a reason. But yeah, so we see Gabriel running around. This trailer, or this opening minute, really heavily focuses on Gabriel. Like, a lot. Like, worrying a lot. So as you know, in the comics, he dies. So I'm not sure. He could die in this episode. I'm really honestly thinking he will. I'm positive that he's going to, just because of how much we see this one part in the trailer, which I'll talk about in my trailer breakdown video, but he's standing there and the door looks like it's about to be broken down or brought down, and the walker's gonna be able to get through. Beta might be able to get through. I don't know who's knocking it down, if it's Beta or just another Whisperer, but that might be his death. And obviously I'm not gonna talk about it too much, and I'll discuss more of it in the next video, and I'll go more into that because we can see more of Gabriel in that trailer, so I'll talk about more of that in the next video. But anyway, so we see Gabriel running around. He tosses something, it looks like a towel or a blanket, to Jerry, and then he runs into Diane, and they drop all the arrows, and then sort of Diane yells at him, and you can tell, like, when stuff like this is happening, it makes it more realistic, honestly, because when stuff like this is happening, you feel like you're gonna die, things are coming to literally eat you alive, you're sort of like, you're just like mad at the world, and you're like placing blame. Like, that's just how humans work. When stuff's happening, you're like, because she sort of yells at Gabriel, so it just sort of adds this effect of realism to it. But it's really cool to see her sort of she's had a lot more dialogue recently, and I'm kind of worried about her, but at the same time I'm kind of glad, because she's one of those characters who has a bow and arrow, and I love bow and arrows. But I'm sort of getting off topic, my bad. So, and then we see him running, and then he goes to the window, and one of the blankets is open still. That's hanging on the window to try to block the walker's view from up above and the whispers. But so we see the walkers walking by, and then he closes it, and then he hears, and it says, I believe that RJ says, I'm scared, but RJ and Gracie are standing there. And Gabriel goes over, and he gives this incredible thing of dialogue. It's probably one of my top moments of the season. It's so cool how they put this together. Because he says, these are just fingers, but when you put them together, they make a mighty weapon. And then Alexandria, Hilltop, People of the Kingdom, Oceanside, and then she goes, is that enough? And he goes, I'm not done yet. And he puts out his thumb and he says, the others. And this is amazing. This was such a cool thing, because it's like there's other people, like they have all these people, but there's others out there that will help. And then it pans, and we see Gabriel, or no, not Gabriel, Daryl, Carol, Kelly, and Judith returning from being out in the woods and stuff. And then we also see Virgil out there. We see Aaron and Alden. We see, who else do we see? I know we see more. Oh, we see Yumiko and everybody on their way. And on their way to meet the Commonwealth. But the face that Princess was making, as you guys can see on the screen right now, was so funny when she was riding the bike. And all I can say is Princess is, and I love her character so much. She has been, I don't even know. I'm not just saying this. Like, honestly, she's one of my top favorite characters right now. Just, like, the way she is. She's so funny. And it must be the actress or something. I don't know. But it's so funny just watching her on screen. I have no complaints about her character. Way better than the comics. That's all I can say. But they're going to meet the Commonwealth. And then I feel like we see someone else. But Aaron and Alden are in the woods, and they kill all these whispers. And then this random person that's, like, cloaked and has a mask and these really sick weapons comes out of nowhere. So, and we don't know who that is yet, but I'm assuming we'll learn. And then we see Maggie at the end. I believe that's all the people that we saw. We might have saw more people. I don't know if I did. My bad. But anyways, we see a lot of people that are outside of the walls right now. And we see Maggie, and as I already explained, she takes the letters out and she reads, and then that's the end of it. But it's crazy. I cannot believe that Maggie is coming back next episode. It felt like just like 2 or 3 months ago they announced at New York Comic Con that she was returning. So, because obviously this season has gone very fast. Whenever the seasons are on, they go so fast. And it's hard to believe that from the first episode to the last episode airing, obviously not in this case because the finale is postponed, but in a regular season, from the premiere to the finale, it's 6 months. And then from the finale to the premiere, it's 6 months. So it's crazy how the wait feels so much longer than when it's actually on. But of course it's going to, because whenever something you like, it always goes by really fast. But yeah, guys, so I'm really excited that Maggie's coming back, but I just want to know what they're gonna do with her. Is she gonna be with the Commonwealth? That's something I'm sort of really considering, because I feel like that would make the most sense for her to come back with, because she'd come back and she would actually make like a huge impact. Because if she just comes back, she's not gonna just all of a sudden make it so they can kill all the walkers. She's just Maggie. She's just another regular survivor. I mean, obviously she's not just a regular survivor. She's survived a lot, and she's a pretty bad A. But obviously, she's not gonna make a huge difference. But for her to come back, there's got to be a reason for her to come back. Not just to be like, oh, you got one more person to help. No, she's going to bring people or something. She's going to bring something that will really help. And when Angela Kang did a Q&A on Walking Dead's Instagram, someone asked, can you describe her return in one word? And she said, nick of time. Does that count as one word? Haha, whatever. But, so obviously she's going to come back and she's going to do something that will save them. Or it'll do something to where it's going to affect it. And she's going to save somebody at least. And I don't think it'll be to where just she saves one person. I think it's going to be where, like, she saves a bunch of people. Or maybe everybody. She comes back and she just mows the horde down. Beta runs into the woods. And then and then we don't see him for the rest of the episode. I mean, we really don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, we have to wait until the episode airs. I don't know how that's going to work for AMC Premiere or what's going to happen. We don't know how long we're going to have to wait. Hopefully not too long. I'm really hoping that we'll get to see it by, like, August at the latest. I really don't want to wait longer than that, but obviously AMC can't do anything about that. But one thing I'm a little suspicious on is the fact that they said that they couldn't finish the episode, but they had enough time to, like, make a trailer without editing the episode and getting a sneak peek ready without finishing editing the episode. Maybe they just had that planned. Maybe they always had that planned, or maybe I don't know how it works, because obviously I don't work in that sort of business. I work at McDonald's, so I really don't know anything too special about that. So I don't really have anything to say about that, because I don't know, like, the specifics of it. But yeah, this opening minutes is my favorite. Already makes this episode one of my favorites of the season, if not my favorite. Obviously, this episode is going to be a very tense episode, but we'll save that for another video with my predictions on what will happen. But yeah. And also, one of the things that, a very awesome idea I came up with for a video, and I'll leave this here, and then you guys can tell me down below if this sounds interesting. once, or like I can go ahead and I write the first half of the next season and see like what you guys think of it. Sort of like write my version of The Walking Dead. Not correct hers, because obviously we haven't even seen Angela Kang's version of season 11. But once, because I feel like we know what the main thing is going to be. It's going to be the Commonwealth from the comics, obviously, for season 11. So I'll write my version of it, and I'll share it with you guys. And I'll do, like, episode 1, and I'll read the script that I make to you guys. Would that be an interesting video? I feel like that'd be a really interesting video idea. So leave down below what you think of that, and let me know what is your most anticipated moment that you want it to happen. Because I feel like right now we know the basis of the episode. Maggie's going to sort of come back in some sort of heroic way. We're going to have our group walking with the dead. We're going to get something with the Commonwealth. I'm assuming we're going to get like all the troops showing up with Eugene at the very end of the episode, and that'll be how it ends, maybe with them surrounded or something by all the troops or something cool like that. But yeah, I'll definitely make a predictions video, because obviously there's a lot more that's going to happen. Like, there's going to be some deeper stuff with what happens to Beta, obviously, because we don't know if he lives or dies. In the comics, he lives, but that could be totally different on the show. So, yeah, leave down below what's your most anticipated moment. Mine right now is seeing what Maggie does in the finale, because I cannot wait for that. Seeing the Commonwealth on screen, one thing I just really want to see is what their suits look like. Will their suits look sort of ridiculous, or will they look cool? Because I feel like the guns in the comics are sweet, so I really can't wait to see what this sort of looks like on the show. Sadly, we do have to wait a little bit, but we'll get through it. I mean, we've had longer waits. I'm assuming we won't have to wait 6 months. Hopefully. God, that would really suck, but hopefully it's a 3 to 4 month wait at the longest. But obviously, AMC has no control over when this will end. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.